I'm Miss Shaughnessy.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome to the Scheduler. So Colin, today, as a potential sophomore, we've invited you to go on a magical journey. And over the past week, you've enjoyed kind of getting to know some of the potential sophomore teachers. Have you had a good time?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's continue on in. Today is a very important day in the life of a sophomore, and your teachers have been talking to you about how important it is to start making decisions about next year's schedule. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So as they've talked to you, they've laid out some options, they've told you some things you should be prepared for, they've explained to you the significance of committing to the schedule that you choose. And now, we're about to go into the gym and you're going to meet up with the people who you've interviewed over the past week, and you're gonna make a final selection. Now, I know this is your first time being a sophomore at Lambert, so you're probably not completely prepared for what this process looks like. But just like on the hit TV show, The Bachelor, you'll find that you are going to be awarding a Longhorn symbol to the teachers of your choice. You've had a chance to meet them. You've had a chance to really think about what that schedule is going to look like. Are you ready to commit to a decision?
I'm ready to commit.
Let's go in.
Oh my gosh, I love geometry so much, and you're gonna love geometry too. You know, sometimes I just like launching stuff, like my rubber ducks. I love rubber ducks. And so when I'm launching my rubber duck, whoo, I sit there and go, that arc, oh, I can measure that by figuring out the quadratic equation. Yeah, ooh. You're gonna be so pumped about geometry. Sometimes when I'm at lunch and I just have random straws laying around, I like to lay them out and make parallel lines, and then I go, which angles are congruent? Because that's important to know. You're gonna be super excited to learn geometry, so get ready.
Freshmen, as you're looking at making a schedule for next year, one of the classes you're going to have to decide on is which math class. So I'm interviewing Miss Grimes today. Miss Grimes, I have a question. Most sophomores take a class around geometry, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so when you're looking at making your decision, is there something you can help them with, some excitement you can lay for them about how fun geometry is?
Well, I can tell you a joke.
A joke? We love jokes. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you know what Acorn says when he grew up?
No, I don't know what the acorn said when he grew up.
Gee, I'm a tree.
Okay, guys, that's what we have for you when you're taking geometry class. So Colin, we've just had some conversations, right? You just got to talk to Miss Garcia, who's super excited about geometry. I mean, she's got catapults, and she spends her spare time wondering whether or not lines are parallel or congruent. So she's really excited about math, right? And then we met with Miss Grimes, and she's got more of a studious kind of perspective. Can we agree?
Yes, ma'am.
It's kind of overwhelming, isn't it? You've got like, woohoo, super excited, woohoo, geometry. I mean, it's hard to make a decision, isn't it?
Yeah.
I sure hope somebody can find kind of a mid-ground. Maybe they're excited about math, but you're learning at the same time. What do you think?
I agree.
I wonder if we can find someone like that. Potential sophomores, it's time for you to think about what English class you're going to take. And so I've invited two teachers from the English department to join me. Now we're going to do a round of pseudo-speed dating, kind of where you're going to hear a little bit about them so that you can make a better choice. First, we're going to introduce ourselves. We'll start ladies first. Would you tell us who you are and what you teach?
I'm Bonnie SB, and I teach 10th grade on-level literature.
And what's your favorite thing about on-level literature?
Oh, reading, and class discussions.
Awesome, thank you. And you are?
I am Mr. Candela, and I teach 10th grade honors.
Okay, and what's your favorite thing about 10th grade honors literature?
Love the discussions, love the writing, and the books we read.
Awesome. Now, speed dating is very easy. Basically, I'm going to say something, and you're going to think, what's the first thing that comes to mind, okay? So I'm going to start with, I say essay, you say
Quality.
you say?
Length.
All right, fair enough. Okay, I say favorite book you teach in 10th grade.
Unbroken.
That's some excitement. You say?
Walden.
All right. I say homework.
50 pages a week.
Okay.
I say 50 pages a night.
Pretty awesome. Thank you guys for your time today. Potential sophomores, I hope that helps you make a decision when you're thinking about taking on-level or honors literature next year.
Hey, this is Mr. Brock. I'm one of the chemistry teachers here at Lambert. As a sophomore, you have the opportunity to take chemistry. Speaking of chemistry, I told a chemistry joke to my students the other day. No reaction. I know, pitiful, right? However, if you take chemistry with one of the amazing chemistry teachers here, you'll get some cool reactions. Like what I'm going to get with this stick of gum and paperclip.
Hi there. I don't know what you've heard about what goes on in the other chemistry classes, but in my chemistry class you will learn to control an animal's mind through the simple sound of a whistle, like this.
How did the little herbivore become attached to its worst enemy? Why are those paws protecting and caressing instead of dealing a fatal blow?
Now it's time to make that very difficult decision about social studies. Here to talk to you today to make that decision, we have Coach Jimenez and Mrs. Eisner to talk about world history versus AP world history. Let's turn it over to Coach and Mrs. Eisner.
Hello, Coach Jimenez. If the topic that we're discussing is the Declaration of Independence, in my class I would say that the Declaration is the end of one relationship, Britain to the colonies, and the beginning of another relationship, America to the citizens, and that document obviously written by Thomas Jefferson.
In my class, AP World History, obviously Thomas Jefferson wrote it, but he embodies all that is the Enlightenment. The document doesn't just declare independence for America, it also asks Americans to think about what is a good country? What's a good way to live? What is a republic? Should we have a republic? Those are questions we ask in my class.
Wow, that's a tough choice. Let's go one more level. We got to get that one more level. Let's go to Mrs. Eisner first. Mrs. Eisner, is there anything else that would help our student make a decision to which class he would want to schedule next year?
In my class, we play chess to analyze world history and world wars.
In my class, everybody gets a bowl of goldfish and a soda.
Aeroplane.
Avion.
Avion.
Flugzeug. Surprise.
Surprise.
Sorpresa.
Überraschung. Butterfly.
Papillon.
Mariposa.
Schmetterling. Hen.
Stilo.
Pluma.
Kugelschreiber. Daisy.
Marguerite.
Margarita.
Gänseblümchen. Ambulance.
Ambulance.
Ambulancia.
Krankenwagen. Science.
Science.
Ciencia.
Wissenschaft. Hippopotamus. Sorry, hippopotamus.
Hippopotame.
Hipopótamo.
Nilpferd. Sorry.
Pardon.
Lo siento.
Entschuldigung. He was taken to hospital.
Hôpital.
Hospital.
Krankenhaus. Cinderella.
Cendrillon.
Cenicienta.
Aschenputtel. Canary.
Canary.
Canario.
Kanarienvogel.
I'm so glad we're not in culinary class. Oh, I am so glad too. They look so ridiculous in those white jackets that they wear all the time. At least we make better food than them. And oh my word.
Hello, I'm Laura King, and I'm in charge of the Culinary Arts Department here at Lambert High School. Now, you saw food and nutrition. That's all nice with their little blenders and things. But what we have to offer here is well beyond that. All kinds of nutritional items that we make and cook. Look at this beautiful kitchen that we have here. Wouldn't you want to work and cook in here? You need to be part of my program, of course, Culinary Arts.
Guys, today one of the things you're gonna have to decide is, am I gonna take weight training or team sports? I'm not really sure. So help me make a decision. I've asked Coach Hampton, what do we really learn in team sports? Can you show me some of the magical skills your players walk away with?
Absolutely, I've got this.
That was very impressive, sir. What is your name?
My name is Grayson.
Grayson, it's so nice to meet you. Is this really what you've learned in team sports this year?
This is what I've learned.
Can you do anything more than this? Or?
You can play volleyball. There's various other games. We play games outside and such. It's a good time.
Do you have any other amazing basketball skills you'd like to show off today?
Oh.
I mean, let me ask this. Do you think you can make that same shot from midcourt?
Oh, yes.
Let's see it happen. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. Guys, was that amazing?
Yeah. You guys see that?
Do you have more math skills you'd like to show us today? Let me ask this question. Do you think you might be able to go up the stairs, around the track, and shoot it from back there on the track?
Probably.
Let's see it happen. Let's see it happen. Grayson, it's an incredible shot, man. I didn't even know what was going to happen. Do you think other people could do the same thing?
Based upon the math, it's almost physically impossible, but due to the coaching of team sports we have here, if you choose to do team sports, this is possible.
Awesome, Coach. I mean, really, look at one of your great graduates of the program.
One of our finest.
He truly is. What an amazing testimony to the power of the team sports program.
This too could be you if you sign up for team sports.
Let me tell you why you want to be a part of Lambert Weightlifting. All right, come on in and take a look into my home. Let me tell you what you're going to be a part of here at Lambert Weightlifting in this weight room right here. This is what you get after just 1 week of weight training. How about after just 9 weeks of weight training? And how about after 1 semester of weight training with me? In fact, I think you know what PE elective you need to choose.
Let me tell you a little bit about engineering. In engineering, we build cars.
Let me tell you a little something about robotics. In robotics, we build robots.
In addition to building cars, we also repair electronics. Oh yeah.
And this may seem like an everyday robot, but our robot can do your laundry.
In addition to everything else we do, how would you like to ride on air in your own personal hovercraft? I think that's enough said about engineering. Hopefully you've made up your mind.
And in robotics, our robots help you rise to the top.
Today we're going to continue our discussion with the musculoskeletal system, the 206 bones, with your muscles that you're all working on. And hey, good looking, what you got cooking? Healthcare! You better be getting in healthcare because it is one of the best. Guys, let's tell them! Healthcare is the best! It's so much better than the rest! You'll be passing the test, so go ahead and beat your chest. Healthcare, healthcare, healthcare. Woo!
In marketing, we don't worry about the bones of the body. We've got Shark Tank, we've got the Prom Fashion Show and Publication, and we've got ICDC. To Orlando, baby.
All right, Colin, we've had a lot of decisions to make, but I think you've come up with a pretty balanced schedule. I'm just gonna run it back to you really fast. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, for math, we picked Miss Garcia for accelerated geometry.
Yep.
Funny and on point.
Yep.
English, you chose to go with Miss Espy for an on-level literature experience. Also, I think a good choice. For science, I'm a little concerned for your safety, but you did pick Mr. Brock for honors chemistry. For social studies, you picked Mr. Jimenez, who sometimes looks happy, sometimes looks sad.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
It's the same, I get it, okay. For foreign language, you're hoping to continue and knock out those credits with another wonderful Spanish 3 class with Miss Cochran.
Yep.
Very nice. All right, for business, you're working on the pathway. Law.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Last class. I feel like you've met all the requirements. You talked about a pathway. We've got our foreign language. We've added a social studies into the schedule this year. You've got all your other cores. What's your passion, sir?
Well, I was thinking jewelry.
He's thinking jewelry. Okay. Tell me a little bit about your reasoning here, sir.
Well, I mean, it would have saved me some money for with the women.
With the women.
Yeah.
That's.
I can make their gifts and it's, yeah.
And you know, practical knowledge, I feel. I think that's a great choice. Jewelry it is.
Perfect, make some money.
I'm happy with it,
Yeah.
right? Good for you. I think this is a great schedule. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cadets,
Yeah.
Yes?
you are here because you had the absolute lowest scores on the LHS training practice.
Oh no. This can't be. I worked crazy hard.
I studied the manual for hours.
Quiet. Your failure was so huge that I was contacted to come here to get you into shape.
Into shape?
You must have done something pretty bad.
Enough. Here's what we have to do. I have discussed your progress with the headquarters, and your future target scores have been identified.
Great. So when do we start?
How bad did we do? I think there's a mistake.
Sure. You always do everything so perfect.
Quiet. Open your folders.
What is this?
Chicken frying? Seriously?
This may be bad. Are we being punked?
So, what are we doing with this?
I don't have time for your questions. Open to chapter 5.
Sometimes closes.
Enough. Chapters 5 and 6 are required reading for the makeup test.
Okay.
Okay.
You should know that if your scores do not increase, Fury will come here to handle you.
Fury? Here?
Yes, so if I were you, I would read chapter 5 and 6.
Okay.
Well, cadets,
Oh no.
This is scary.
your scores were...
Better. Much better. At the levels we like to see our new cadets go to. And we've also noticed your habits have changed.
Really?
You've seen us.
We see everything.
Sir, this is great news.
Yes, it is. Lambert 101, you're to read chapters 5 and 6 to help you along your goal-setting journey.
Sir, we are getting an urgent message from headquarters in New York.
Never a dull moment. All right, boys, suit up.
Us?
Who else? You're trained, ready to go. Let's get a move on.
You ready?
I guess so.
Nice to meet you, where you been? I could show you incredible things. Music, acting, drawing, band. Saw you there and I thought, oh my god, look at that face. You look like my next classmate. Arts and